I have cooked thousands of pieces of meat in my lifetime, but never a brisket. Man, I hope I don't screw this up.
I am really so nervous.
When you want to learn something new, where do you go? Of course, you go to YouTube. You're here on the YouTube channel, so you love YouTube. So I did no different. Heath Riles, Malcolm Reed from How to Barbecue Right, Matt Pittman from Meat Church, The Dogfather Barbecue. All these things I went deep dive into how to smoke a brisket. They have great videos. I'm going to put them in the description just to let you know the ones that I looked at. Today we are smoking a brisket on a pellet grill. I've broken it down into several steps. So we're going to start with trimming the brisket, then we're going to season it. We are going to put it on the smoker. There's wrapping, there's resting, there's all kinds of steps here. But again, I think we can do this. So first thing we're going to do, we are going to trim this brisket. Now this is where I can excel because I do know my way around some meat, as you all know. So let's go to trimming this brisket. So here we go. What we've done is really just taken this brisket down, cut the fat off. We rounded off some of the edges here. So anytime you're gonna have like a pointy edge, you're gonna have some burning and some overcooking. So I wanted to make it nice and round. We took down some of the fat on the top, on the bottom. Again, we just round. It's all just making a irregular shape regular. So we want to go ahead and take some of the silver skin off and just make it nice and uniform so that while it cooks, we're just going to have fat rendering. We're going to have meat cooking, meat smoking. It's going to be so delicious. And again, here from the bottom side, we go ahead and we rounded this off so that you have a little bit more uniform cooking. Here we have a little edge that's kind of crazy, so we're just going to take that off. Again, here's our trim bowl. And you know what we've done is we're going to take this and grind it up and make delicious hamburgers with it. And I keep all of my trim so that we can make beef tallow or ground beef, but brisket burgers are like a thing. Like they're really, really good. So we're just gonna keep on just trimming this thing down till it looks nice and uniform like this. And then we're ready to season. So next we're on to the seasoning part of our adventure here. So let's go ahead and go to that. All right, so for the seasoning for our brisket, we are gonna have a binder of Worcestershire sauce, I don't know, and whatever. I definitely can't spell it, but we're gonna just douse this thing in some Worcestershire sauce. Oh, I'm making a whole mess, aren't I? Here, we're gonna douse this thing, rub it down. I got Worcestershire sauce everywhere. Don't tell anyone, okay? We got a wet hand and a dry hand. That's what you wanna do, so. Let's see. So we're rolling with the Meat Church Barbecue Holy Cow. That's what we're doing for this one. Holy cow, baby. Remember, you want to season very, very liberally because like this is a very thick piece of meat, so you only get the seasoning on the outside. So really get it in there. If you don't have a Meat Church seasoning, then just use salt and coarse ground black pepper is perfect. So it is about 1:00 p.m. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna cook this brisket overnight on our pellet grill. So right now I'm gonna put this back in the refrigerator and let it just sit there, hang out, seasoned, and do its thing. Then tonight, about 8, 9 o'clock, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on my Traeger Pellet Grill. I will see you at 9 o'clock when I go ahead and put this thing on the grill. And I am so excited. Tomorrow, we're gonna have some delicious brisket, and I can't. While we wait, I wanted to show you something I'm very, very excited about. The Butcher Wizard line of butcher knives has added a new knife. So this is our 12-inch slicing knife from the Butcher Wizard. This is great for briskets. Obviously, we're doing this video. It's great for roasts, for turkey, for chicken, for lunch meat, for anything you want to slice super thin, super thick, however you want to slice it. This is the knife for you. It's a stainless steel blade. It has an ergonomic, lightweight handle. It is perfect for all of your slicing needs. If you want to slice some meat, this is the knife you need. One thing we learned from the first time we launched these knives is that people wanted to know, how do I store them? We have this big knife. I have a big breaking knife. How do I store them? So we made these boxes. You have a sturdy cardboard box and a foam insert that will protect the blade while it's in your drawer. So you can just close this thing up, put it in your drawer, and it's ready for whenever you want to slice something. So but for the 10-inch breaking knife and the 12-inch slicing knife, we have these new upgraded boxes. So you can add both these knives to your collection if you want to do a bundle. I'm calling it the Butcher Wizard Brisket Bundle. That's a lot of B's. But you can get just the slicing knife or just the breaking knife, or you can get them together and save 20%. So go ahead and check out the link in the description. And if you just go search Butcher Wizard Brisket Bundle, you will get both these knives for a 20% off discount. All right, so now we just wait. We just sit and wait. It's 8 p.m. I'll check it at 8 a.m. Brisket's on the pellet smoker, and we just sit and wait. So might as well have a beer in the backyard. I think that's what you're supposed to do as a barbecue guy. You're supposed to drink beer in the backyard while waiting for your meat to be done. So, see you in the morning. All right, so here is our brisket. It's gone overnight, and it went a little longer. This is a huge brisket. This started out at 20 pounds before we trimmed it, so it's taking quite a while, longer than I thought. For following from what Matt Pittman says from Meat Church, when you're cooking on a pellet grill, to go ahead and cook the temperature to the flat. So what that means is at 170-ish degrees, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up and let it continue to cook. So again, it's looking really good as far as the outside, the bark, as they say. I'm really trying to get some of the lingo down here for the barbecue people. But we are there in the flat to about 175, 180 in some places. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna wrap and let it sit and come to temperature. So we're gonna continually take that temperature until it reaches about 200 degrees, and then we're gonna rest it. So we are on our way to brisket bliss. We're gonna try and wrap this beast up. I already have I don't know if this is gonna work, but they make it look really easy on the videos. Just gonna keep wrapping and rolling here. Wrapping, rolling, wrapping. I was not lying that I haven't done this a lot. All right, so here we go. There is our sitting on the video. Make sure you get it nice and tight. So we're just gonna roll it back under. Again, put that back on the pellet grill. We're gonna put it on there until it hits 200 degrees, and then we will let it rest. So now we wait again. More waiting. One thing I neglected to mention, we're gonna turn the heat up to 275. So get that process going a little quicker because we protected the outside of the brisket with the butcher paper. We should be good to go. So we're gonna take our Traeger and bump it up to 275 degrees. Today we are using the Traeger Woodridge Pro. It's a brand new grill that came out from Traeger. It's a pellet grill and it works great. So just be on the lookout if you're looking to replace your grill. Be on the lookout for one of these because they're really nice. All right, so now we've taken the temperature of our brisket. We're getting about 200 reading on the instant read thermometer. So we're ready to rest this thing. Let's get this thing in the cooler and resting. So we've rested about an hour and moved back in the kitchen, and now it's time for the moment of truth. Now, I will say, this was a little harder than I thought it was going to be. I had the thought of, we'll put a piece of meat, I'll season it, we'll put it on a smoker, and boom, we'll be done. There's a lot more involved in this, and I need to give some barbecue guys a little more credit. But
Here it goes. Open up our cooler and you just get this waft of brisket, beefy, smoky, all this stuff. It's so, so good. Oh my goodness. So let's do this. This might be messy. Super juicy, right? Even before we open this thing up, there's a couple things that we probably would have done differently. This brisket was very large, 20 pounds before we started to trim it. So it did take a little longer than expected. Also, when I'm doing the overnight pellet grill process, I did not check the pellets before I went to bed, and we ran out of pellets. It was about an hour or so before I got up, I would assume, because it was still warm in there, it was still hot in there. It just, the smoker had shut down and we had to get it restarted and then heated back up, and that also led to a little longer cook time. So, rookie mistake, make sure we check the pellet level before you go to bed. Also, I need to allot a little bit more time overall. I would have liked to have gotten this I would have liked to have, after we wrapped it, to cook it for just a little bit longer and make sure that it's all the way through that right temperature. And I'd like to rest it more. So that's another problem. Again, I don't think I allotted enough time to get this whole process. So let's see if it's affected the overall end product. This is the moment of truth. I am really so nervous. I've spent all day making this thing, and let's see how we did. If you have any more extra tips that I didn't go over in the comments, put them in the comments, because, but be nice. Be nice. That's the one rule. But hey, because we're new at this and we are trying to make it something cool. So here we go. Ooh, I can't do it. All right. Whew, look at that. Knife cutting through like butter. That's pretty good. Ooh, look at that. Here is our brisket. So we'll do the brisket Instagram shot right here so you can see all the juice. Woo, man. It actually turned out pretty good. I'm actually really surprised. I thought it was going to be inedible. So we haven't tasted it yet. So maybe it's still inedible. I don't know. All right, let's get a good, nice slice off of here. Now, this is pretty good. I've seen the barbecue guys do the little flop test. Look at that. It is tender. All right, all right. So now let's give it a taste. Smoky, tender, got that salt and pepper. Oh man, this is really good. If you want to see more barbecue videos, I really want to get better at barbecue, so put that in the comments. Also, let me know if that's what you want to see, and we'll see you on the next one.